it's Tiffany. Welcome back to the Mellow Vybes channel. It's been a week already. I don't know. I guess I didn't really have anything I wanted to talk about. Today was a pretty big day. Oh, there's my best friend texting me for an update. Yeah, I'm. Anyway, it's the first day of autumn, and it's the first day of my moon cycle, so I'm kind of just like out of it, been PMSing and stuff. I'm watching a class from Maroon's Medicine Chest in Nubia narrative on mushrooms. It's been kind of a crazy day. I'm like, I'll do a quick. There's there's Dr. Ahmed and her mushroom guy. So let me close the door. It's been a busy day. I feel like the day is like gone already. Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock. I don't know what happened with the last week. Oh, actually, I last talked to you about having a therapy session, which was good. Like, I like the person they matched me with. She was chill, and she definitely was like, she really validated a lot of my feelings, which I was just talking today, like, you don't ever need somebody to validate you, but it was actually like nice to be like, okay, like, this is not just in my head. She's like, no, I get what you're saying. So yeah, it was really good. I actually have another session with her Friday. There's some things in common because I just decided to set up for Fridays, but so I'm meeting with her tomorrow, but she's like, next Friday she's getting married. So anyway, it was good. It was nice to like let some things out and to have the confirmation that I am sane with certain circumstances, like just explaining some things that happened. She's like, where did they do that at? And I'm like, exactly. So anyway, that was good. This past weekend, obviously, and still dealing with the hurricane. It's like super. We're getting the effects of the hurricane, just where it's like been raining and dark and stuff. Like, it's so gloomy. Like, I had an interview today and it was just like so dark. I had like all these lights on. It was like so dark. But yeah. Obviously, my fiance, or maybe not obvious, depending on whether you've seen any of my videos before, but my fiance is in the way of the hurricane in the Caribbean, and so he didn't have power for a while, and so, but luckily we were able to have contact, and he found a place to like charge his phone and everything, and he's good. I just went back to work today. And his family's good and all that stuff. Yeah, so I was just like really obviously praying and preoccupied with thinking, sending well wishes out to everyone who's actually like dealing directly with being in, a hurricane. Yeah, today I worked on something I was kind of putting off, which was like I agreed to be part of this collaboration. I don't know whether to call it like a summit or whatever, but just talking about creativity and my experience with being a creative person, and just certain tips that I have for people who want to like tap into the creativity and stuff like that. So I filmed that today. We'll see how that was, like, if she wants something more, because she wanted to be about 60 minutes, and I still have to send her. I didn't send her my socials. Mine was like maybe 32, so she's like, not too much over, not too much under. And it's like, it's a lot under, but I'm like that always. Every time somebody tries to put like a limit on me, I'm concise. I share what I have to share. I'm concise. I'm straight to the point. So, so we'll see if she needs something more from me. So I got that out of the way. instead of procrastinating on it, so that I could actually um, focus on my music. So I did that. I had to do it twice, which was annoying, but also I guess since I ran through it the first time, then it flowed more the second time. But like I had the wrong mic hooked up, and yeah, it actually ended up being longer the second time around, so that was better. So yeah, I had like I was really annoyed because I was trying to use my phone as a webcam, which I was set up to do, and then I went to like just put my phone on like do not disturb so nothing interferes with while I'm recording. And then it totally did some disconnect with it wouldn't work again. It kept glitching on my Zoom, and it was really I was so frustrated. So I just had to use my regular camera, which I don't like to use because it's not as clear as if I'm using my phone. So annoying, but I was super frustrated. I almost started crying when that was happening because I was like wasting so much time, and I had like only a certain amount of time before like my interview. And but like I said, it's like the start of my moon cycle, so I was just like super emotional and like drained. Like, why is this happening? Um, yeah. So, but I got that done, so now I can focus on my music. And tomorrow I'll focus on like recording that song that I wrote. Because, like I said, last week I wrote the song and I haven't worked on it since. I finally got the track a couple days ago from my friend, so now I can like record it. So I'll work on that tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna try to attend this like fireside chat for women in tech at 6 o'clock, which is like in 50 minutes. So yeah, we'll see about that. I just kind of want to get through as much of my classes as possible because I don't really think I'll have time to remain a subscriber. So I want to just get through a lot of classes. A subscriber for narrative. I joined for my birthday as a treat to myself. I've been wanting to join, and then I'm doing all these things. I'm trying to fit in like watching the classes. So I kind of might just have to go back to watching the Saturday classes that are on YouTube, which is how I started 2 years ago before narrative ever existed. Um, yeah, so that's really what's going on. I guess I should call my friend because I've been meaning to like I don't know what's been happening. I wanted to go like see her, like she's here. She doesn't live here, but she's been here for like a month. Um, and I don't know. There's so much going on. That's another thing the therapist validated. She's like, you literally have more on your plate than like 90% of people. And the way you're handling everything is immaculate. And I was just like, thank you. Thank you so much. I need to hear that. Um, so yeah. What else is happening? So I'm gonna work on my music tomorrow. I have a therapy session tomorrow night. Saturday I have apple picking. We do apple picking every year. My family, and that was when I lived in Philly for 7 years. That was one thing I did miss, and uh, was doing the apple picking. I used to hate it. Like, or I used to just be like, not hate it, but like I was so annoyed with it in like high school. I was like, why did I do every year everything go apple picking? Um, and then I missed it when I was in Philly. And I remember with my complex, my apartment complex, they actually organized an apple picking trip, which was wherever it was because it wasn't in Philly. It was like far out, somewhere in Pennsylvania. And we went apple picking, which was nice. But now we're gonna do apple picking um, Saturday, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what gets done. I'm just trying to like, I really had this good convo with my fiance the other day, and he was talking about like how he's just been like visualizing and visualizing our lives together and like sending out all this energy and stuff. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like I'm a man who visualizes, but it was just like I love when we talk about stuff like that. And yeah. I feel like everything's coming because I had this like really like strong like realistic dream last night where we're at my uncle and my cousin's house. And sometimes in dreams people are supposed to be somebody but they're not really somebody. You're like, that wasn't actually them, but like everybody was who they're supposed to be. And you're like in their house. I'm like, I don't know why I would be in their house, but I think because last night I was thinking about, I don't know how I ran out of time so fast. Anyway, so I think I was thinking last night about how for next family reunion, I might need to stay in Philly for a few days. We might need to stay in Philly for a few days beforehand, and so I think that was like in my head because I want to kind of go to like my tribe's powwow, which is a week before the family reunion in New York, and then go to Philly because it's just like obviously you saw like me and my sister flew to Baltimore, which was like actually not really convenient, but it was the closest airport. But hindsight, I wish we would have just flown to Philadelphia because it would have been easier because then we would just driven with somebody who's coming from Philly. So I was thinking about that, and so that's probably why that was like in my dream that we're at my uncle and cousin's house. Um, but anyway, it was very like realistic, and yeah, so I'm like feeling like things are coming, like drawing things to me. It's gonna happen. Um, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna cut this and see you in the next video. And yeah, I just kind of want to like, I don't know, I have to focus on a lot of things, but I want to focus on the music so we can get this done quickly so that I could share like all the stuff that's happening with that, because I don't know if I said it's a VR project, virtual reality, and so it's a soundtrack for the virtual reality project that my friend has. So that's going to be on all those, virtual reality places, devices, streaming. Okay, my mom is so loud on the phone all the time. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace and mellow vibes.